Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. I couldn't resist. Even though I really want to see this city in daytime, I just can't stop now. I really want to keep playing here. The initial impression in Umbar may not be as strong as the initial impression you get on the Shield Isles. But the drive to continue playing in here is so strong. I mean, feels so compelled right now. Ratcatcher of Umbar Baharvel. Oh boy. Okay, so we need to defeat loyalists to the heirs and also mutineers and the like. Oh boy, no. Damn, I missed it. I missed my cooldown there. Was a little overconfident, maybe. Some extra lag as well. Which never helps, especially wardens. Okay, that's okay. Not so much. We are fighting two of these guys now. Boy. Please stop lagging this bad. I don't know what's going on half of the time. And of course, lagging this badly, I don't dare fighting more people than more than two guys at the same time. So, but we can still do some damage in here. Oh, no, a signature. Oh, boy. It's not what I had in mind at all. Forgot. Jesus, I don't know what's going on. Ah, Christ! Stop it with the goddamn lag. All the way out? All the way out? Come on. Yeah, I know it was half my fault. I pulled up a signature when I shouldn't have. But it's also half BS. The lag was atrocious. Absolutely horrible. So I guess that answers my question from the previous episode. The performance in the city, even on the 64-bit client, still looks not as smooth as the rest of the game, and let's leave it at that. Well, that gives me the chance also what I missed last time, and that is activating the Dock Master that I somehow didn't do because I got so distracted with every other location that you could visit in here that I missed the Dock Master. Oh, come on. Even jumping into the water? Oh boy, this is not... This is gonna be one of those days, right? Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Good day to you, traveler.
No, not a good day. No, it's not a good day. Not right now. Come on. There's another crate in here. Yeah, the game doesn't know what it's doing half the time. Oh, harbor filth. Yeah, I remember we also need to pick up some filth and some bodies. Which would be okay. I mean, it's not so bad if the game were working properly. Well, I guess I now don't need to worry about having straight too far away from the sail haven because... Yeah, stupid mutineer, stupid lag, let me move. Christ. I think I will rather focus on menial tasks today where I'm not at risk of dying. Sounds like a plan. Oh, this guy didn't have a quest the last time we were here. I do remember that much.
Too much blood has been shed in Umbar.
Did you see it? There is a beast loose in the sail haven. It burst out of that crate over there and then it ran off into the sail haven. It was so swift that it even tore up some of the stonework as it went. I'm told that this shipment was for the dwarf Hármelak, and if I've nothing to offer him, it won't be long before word reaches Kholtêkh and the rest of the Kindred of the coins. What am I going to do? If Ashmoon finds out, he'll have me my head. Won't you help me? What do we have here? As Tarim suggested, the crate appears to have been broken from the inside. The stonework has been damaged by the frantic passage of the escaped creature. Okay, it seems we'll need to be fighting again. So hopefully the lag will not show its ugly face as we do this. Cave Claw. Expected as much. To your surprise, a fearful Cave Claw has taken refuge in this alley. As you approach the Cave Claw, you can tell that it is deeply distressed and overwhelmed by its new surroundings in Umbar. Deciding that it might be unwise to try to capture the creature yourself, you look about the alley and notice a few sacks of potatoes. You hope that offering it something in kindness might soothe the Cave Claw's fears. Okay, no fighting. That's great. That looks like a good one. Your kindness appears to have calmed the Cave Claw and you hear a voice behind you. Oh.
Do you need something?
Ah, you have found my new companion. I spoke to Tarim and much the same as you I suppose, my path led me to this alley. It is alright, friend, I can handle this matter from here, and I think this Cave Claw will find quite a pleasant home in the Shoreward Stone. I do thank you for helping to calm him down, though. It is quite an experience to walk the streets of Umbar, And if we are being honest, it can be a bit much for anyone. Yeah, testify. I must confess though, I do not know your name. What is it? You tell Henok your name, and he smiles. Oh well, that might be a strange name for a cave claw, but we'll give it a try. You have my thanks. Okay, that's something that I didn't expect either, and that is to have a cave claw named after me. But well, it's a sign of gratitude, I guess, so I'll take it. And thank you, I suppose. Now back to the task we were doing, cleaning the filth on the bodies. I am curious though, because yeah, all these quests, as you can see, are level 148, but we're about to hit level 149. So we might need to slow down our leveling a little bit. Although at this point we're so close to the level cap that it's, I mean, stopping our experience gain as soon as we hit level 149 or later. In the end, it's gonna produce the same effect, but I've been thinking about the possibility, much like we did in Gundabad, of stopping close to level 150 and seeing which quest seems epic and big enough for us to hit level 150. You remember, like in Gundabad, when we waited until Hármelak was defeated before leveling up? We can do something like that in here too. Look, buddy, I don't want to fight you or your friends. Oh boy, not with the current state of things. Boy, is this bad? So terribly bad. So excruciatingly bad. Countless laborers and shipmen work tirelessly to construct new ships in the Sail Haven. Yes? You tell Ahud that Eshmun hopes to assess the threat of the lingering hair zone in the Sail Haven. In addition, he wishes to learn if they have trouble to work at the shipyards of Umbar. Ahud nods and smirks. Tumuldo chose wisely, I think. Age has not slowed Eshmun in the least. And though he might seem a kindly old man at first glance, he is every bit as vicious as his predecessor. The only difference between the two of them is that Eshmun fights for the people of the Free City, and, of course, that he did not end up in the waters of the harbor with a spear through his back. Nevertheless, I can say with certainty that none of the Heirsworn have troubled this shipyard. I have only employed shipmen from the Sailors Guild since the mutiny, and even so, I have conducted routine inspections of these ships at every stage of their construction. I have seen the Heirsworn cowering at their ships at the edge of the harbor, but aside from petty theft and harassment, they pose little threat to our work here in the Sail Haven. It seems they mean to pillage the city and scatter like rats before the Kindred can slay the last of them. I say let them. Death would be a kindness for them. Let them suffer their shame in exile. Okay. These guys, once again, are really nasty. I mean, going back to our meeting with Azagath, he is so... Or, well, he appears to be so refined and educated and everything, and kind and open, but then you remember what Nakasi and Tumuldo have done, what Kholtêkh has also done. We have not met any other members of the king personally, but we also have Sirgun's account of Belondor, and well, every single these workers in the shipyard, Eshmun as well, And you start doubting. I'm second guessing myself already about Azagath. Come on, would you please move? This is getting ridiculous at this point. Let me move. Stop it. Stop it, I'm saying. Not sure if you can hear me smashing my keyboard, but God, it's infuriating, exasperating. There is another milestone in here. Is that the one that I had grabbed? I think it is. Yeah. The fissure fold. Stop it and thank you. Yeah. Stop it. The guilds of Umbar the Sailors Guild. Okay. You have discovered the Sailors Guild Hall. It's bustling with shipment and other laborers. Okay.
What news has come in with the tide?
Greetings. Have you come seeking to join the Sailors Guild? I must admit, you do not look the sort at a glance, but our membership is thinner than it was before the mutiny. If not for that reason, then speak quickly, for my time is not idly spent. What do you need? You inform Semira that Eshwin hopes to assess the threat of the lingering Earthsworn in the Sail Haven. The heirs of Castamir had many supporters in Umbar, and a great many of them were members of the Sailors Guild. In fact, my predecessor was one of Balakor the Scourge's most ardent followers. But I digress. I have done what was necessary to put my house in order, if you understand my meaning. But it is no secret that the Scourge's loyal captains still maintain a foothold in the haven. From what I have heard, they find shelter on the decks of their ships, cowering behind their crews, or in the taverns of the Sail Haven. That is all I know, Beriathan.
Do you have need of something?
It is a miracle what we can accomplish now that Balakor and the years have been overthrown, but we must not push ourselves too hard, too swiftly, as we work to build a new Umbar Vaharbel. It is a credit to the work ethic of our shipmen that the Sail Haven looks scarcely different than it did before the war, or the mutiny, for that matter. As a new master of the Sailors Guild, it is my belief that meals should sometimes be provided at the expense of the guild's coffers, that our shipmen keep their wages for their own. To that end, I have prepared a number of meals for hungry shipmen in the Sail Haven, but I simply do not have the time to deliver them myself. If you could deliver them on my behalf and offer some words of encouragement to our shipmen, I would be most grateful. What do you say, Beriathan? Yeah, sure, I mean, we already have a lot of things to do. It's not like we I need more, but sure. There you go. Praise be to the Kindred of the Coins. If you say so. Praise? Yeah, they are scattered across the Sail Haven. Okay. Give Semira my thanks. Sure. I am. Had already been here, I think. The Drowned Prince, yeah, but we hadn't triggered this discovery. Okay. In any case, still overwhelming. Still lost. This one we had discovered already, right? Yeah, welcome Kaku, yeah. Salt lanes. Sure. The heirs would never have done something so kind. Okay, I see more filth over there. But if we can avoid the air swarms, that would be better. Okay. I'm gonna keep looking for more filth. Oh, there is another worker in here. Okay. There you go. The heirs would never have done something so kind. Two more to go. Well, at least I'm starting to learn my way around the sail haven. Just a sail haven for now, but well, baby steps, baby steps. When I return to the fleet fast and the lore wards, I will also start learning my way there, I assume. Disgusting harbor filth. Awesome. And there's another one there. Great. Southern shipyard. Okay, I think I see which one that is. We're gonna do that before we go back to Ashman. Having there another quest ring. Ah, exhausted shipment. Okay, sure. Still need to feed a few of them. You have the Dockmaster. Waterlocked crate. Okay, okay, okay. I'm coming, I'm coming. Another shipment. Thank you, don't mention it. There are a couple more crates over there. Still need a couple. Okay. Alright, there we go. We're about to recover them all. And go back to Galliat. Okay, let's continue exploring the Sail Haven, I believe. Praise be to the Kindred of the Coins. Galliat, oh my god.
Need you something from me?
Aha, let's see what we have here. Galliat pries open one of the crates and smiles. Everything seems to be intact, so as promised, here is your reward. It is the least I can do to repay you for your help, my friend. After all, Beriathan, I never did say these were mine. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, after what happened with Jajax. You can't expect anything from these guys. Alright. Here-ish, yeah. The teaming net. Already discovered that one. That looks delicious. Zemira. Yeah, let's go back to Zemira really quick. And then we'll continue our exploration. I hope you don't mind me opening the map every 2 seconds, but this city is so big. And I still stand with what I said, still stand by what I said. Minas Tirith has a more intuitive layout.
Do you have need of something?
You have my thanks, Beriathan. Hopefully I'll be able to deliver some meals myself in the future, but I'm certain they all appreciated your help as much as I did. Okay. Okay, here we are with Callaghan again, so trying to retrace my steps back to the Blade Fast, because those mutineers need someone to teach them a lesson. And I'll be happy to do so.
On your report, it appears the fleet path is well patrolled.
By guards loyal to the Kindred of the Coins. Perhaps Cruel Dancer would be able to get inside the Citadel of Winds, but for the rest of us, I will need to think of some other way. An invitation by Azagath himself seems unlikely. I will keep thinking. Oh, bracelet. Vitality, critical rating, fate. I will need to double check this one later. Alright, the Eyes of Nauriel. So, if I've been keeping count correctly, and well, I will double check in editing, but this is the third crew quest because we have done Legolas and Gimli, Gallengam, and Nauriel, and we are also advancing Daxamat's quest. So, okay. Now, back to where we left. Back to where we were. And we gotta show these guys who's really bossing here. Maybe not against you, but God knows I want to try. Out of 8. I mean, the luck seems to gone away. When I say thank you, oh boy, 2 eyes. Alright, there we go. 7 out of 8. Awesome. So, now that we have defeated the ruffians, oh, we gotta recover the treasure from the ship. Which is in here, I believe. Yeah. I'm not gonna fight that signature guy. Well, I will need to fight him. But alone. I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice. As much as I would like to get my revenge, I also gotta be smart about it. Down you go. Oh boy, I need to defeat another one of this. Okay, well, there he is. At least that was fast. Oh, thank God. Now let's see if we can get back to Kenza. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay.
Speak quickly, my patience runs thin.
Is there anything more lovely than being returned treasure that belongs to you? I do not think so, my friend. I would have brought the chest with me when need drove me to escape from those worthless villains, but I will be truthful with you. Mutinies may take a while to form, but when they do happen, they happen quickly. I am pleased to be reunited with these valuables. I will give you some valuable wisdom as reward. If you choose to captain a ship, do not hire a crew that believes themselves to be more deadly than you are. I think my former crew has now learned that they were mistaken. Thank you for your assistance with them.
What do you want?
I heard the fighting from here, friend, and it was like beautiful music to hear the panic in the voices of those mutineers. You have done very well by me. Perhaps when I recover my ship you will sail with me? I am already thinking of assembling a new crew only days after my previous mates mutinied against me. I am truly a romantic at heart, my new friend. It has always been a problem. Thank you for your help with these ruffians and bruisers. We are more deadly than they are, and now they know it. Us! And now we are level 149. Ah, so close to the level cap. Almost tasted now. Yeah, that is Daxamat in there, but we still gotta complete our exploration of the fleet fast that was cut short by the mutineers, and see what else we can find around here. This looks... wow. The only reason I'm not stopping to take a bunch of pictures is because my need to keep playing is stronger than that, but be sure that I will come back to this spot at some point and take a bunch of pictures. Seems we have reached another tavern, the Old Bastion Inn. Yeah. At least the taverns are easy to spot in this city. And what is this one? No? Still the same? Because the signs do look different. But anyway, here we go. All right. Okay. Let's continue. Bruidis. Cool.
fleet masters well defended.
And it will prove nearly impossible for one of us to walk around while remaining undetected. There are a number of places of interest that we should appraise for their military readiness. Can I ask you to conduct such an appraisal of the barracks on both the eastern and western ends of the bridge that spans the fleet fast? I would ask my husband Rossaran to do this, but his swan knight armor makes him stand out even more than you do. He took only a dozen steps within before he was pulled aside by one of the guards. You are more likely to escape their notice. Speaking of Rossaran, where is he? Yeah, I understand, of course, that that armor he carries is not the best thing to have. But I would have... Well, why didn't he change into another sort of attire? Would have been better, right? More cautious. The Fleet Gate. Okay. Another one of the entrances into Umbar. And the Hunter's Camp is somewhere around here, this corner over there. But I'm not sure if we will be sent there at some point by a side quest or maybe even the epic. I doubt the epic will take us outside the city now that we have finally come in here. Who knows? We have here. You appraise the quality and number of guards that patrol the eastern end of the Fleet Fast Bridge. But we are not told the results of our appraisal, of course, although you can pretty much imagine how that goes. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Need to take at least one of these. Yeah, Garrel, bear with me. At least one picture or two. You appraise the number and quality of guards that patrol the western end of the Fleet Fast Bridge. And the barracks, we also... Yeah, we were also there. Captain with a spear, you don't see that every day? You appraise the readiness of the guards stationed at the Fleet Fast Barracks. And what did we find? To go and talk to her, I suppose. I still want to meet Rossaran. Where is he? Will we have a quest with Rossaran as well? Is that what it is?
What have you learned of the defenses within the fleet fast?
It's part of the same quest. Thank you. What have you learned of the defenses within the fleet fast, Beriathan? You give your report to Bruidis and she thinks it over. I see. If I believe most of the Corsairs' martial forces had perished at Pelargir, it seems that the Kindred of the Coins has rebuilt them enough to man the fleet fast at least, very effectively. A frontal assault upon the Citadel of Winds is, in my opinion, out of the question. They could not utilize Rossaran effectively in the fleet fast, so I sent him to conduct his investigation within the lower ward. Seek him out in the lower ward to the north and find out what he learned while he was there. And maybe that would also give us the chance of completing Sigileth's quest, because it seems those two locations are really close to each other. Because we just need to find Sirgon for the mandatory companions. I mean, and we can check that on the map, so that's not a big deal. And we also gotta find Eladan, Galangam, and Gwalang, sorry, and Gangur. There are four crewmates that we have not found. Is this Kholtêkh's headquarters, maybe? This has gotta be Gangur, right? Of course, hey, it is.
I thought I would find the answers I sought in the dwarf quarter of the city, but they shut to outsiders.
I have come so far to learn about this gemstone. Must I be turned away by this Temámir as I was by Hamisar of Uruk-Sahar? Intolerable. That's what this is. A nearby dwarf of the Temámir called for your attention.
Listen to me, my friend.
I understand you have come a long way to be here and that you were hopeful to see inside the Shoreward Stone. Regretfully, I do not possess the authority to permit it, but if you will meet me by the old bastion inn to the southwest in the Fleet Fast, perhaps I can show you the hospitality you deserve. I do not want the good name of the Temámir besmirched in this fashion, if I might prevent it. Well, thankfully we do know where that is. Okay, so that means we still need to find Eladan and Elrohir, Gwalang, and Sirgon, and that's it. Well, and Driftwood, if he happens to have a quest in here. Nauriel we have completed. Sigileth we have already found. Legolas and Gimli we have completed. Sirgon still need to be found. Daxamat we already have the quest, we still need to complete it. And for the optional crew members we already completed Galamgam's quests, we have Rossaran, we have Gangur, so we are missing Gwalang and Elrohir. In just 2 episodes in here, we already found 7 of our crew members and have advanced or almost completed most of those quests as well. So I am really surprised. I thought finding them inside the city would be so hard. But it turns out they were harder to find in the Shield Isles. When you think about it, it kinda makes sense. The Shield Isles are technically bigger than the city. I mean, this is just a city as big as it might be.
Carver Gírma has agreed to answer any questions I might have.
And I must admit that this is a much finer reception than that I was given in Uruk-Sahar. The Shoreward Stone may be off limits to me, but if he gives me the answers I seek, I will forgive that refusal and harbor no hard feelings about the matter. Then let me ask the first question. I understand that one member of the Kindred of the Coins is a dwarf of the Temámir who goes by the name of Kholtêkh. He wears a medallion of some kind, and this medallion sparkles with a most unusual shine, the like of which I have never seen in any jewel buried within the earth. What is this material and where may it be found? I have never seen anything like it, not while awake in any case.
You speak of Abâshal, my old friend. It can be no other.
Some call it sea-opal, but unlike other jewels, the iridescence that gives it value can shine with every color of the rainbow, and the forces involved in its shaping can cause even those to shift in truly remarkable fashion. You will typically find it cut into small jewels or fashioned into flat panels if you find it at all. It is most rare, and its naturally occurring form is brittle. Only the finest of stoneworkers can mold it effectively, I blush to tell you I am one such craftsman. The knowledge is known only to few. The Empire of Ordâkh and the Church of the Old Sin that they brought with them to Umbar believed the ornamentation of Abâshal to be blasphemous. Almost overnight as much of the jewel as could be salvaged was removed from the city and hidden away in secret vaults. When the temple collapsed at the moment of the Dark Lord's fall, it seemed clear that time of his church and the dominion of Ordâkh was ended. The Kindred of the Coins adopted Abâshal as a sign of not just wealth, but of defiance to foreign rule. You will not be surprised to learn that each of the Kindred's leader possesses a medallion such as that you saw on Kholtêkh's person, each one inlaid with a small piece of Abâshal. Answers at long last.
At last I have a name to apply to the most beautiful gemstone upon which I have ever laid my eyes.
Abâshal, the sea-opal. At last I have a name to apply to the most beautiful gemstone on which I have ever laid my eyes. I will have many more questions for my new friend here, Beriathan. Do not let me keep you. I am disappointed the Shoreward Stone must be close to outsiders, but I am delighted to know that not all of the Temámir guard their tongues as closely as the others I have met. I will remain and speak with Carver Gírma for a time. Abâshal. I would learn as much about it as I can. Gangur finds answers, and so do we. Awesome. So... yeah, we have made a lot of progress with the crew in just a couple episodes. I'm really glad, once again, at the risk of repeating myself, but it is true. Way sooner than I expected. Okay, this is where we were getting the surplus of supplies. Seems to be. No? Yeah, I just don't want to leave any corner of the city unexplored, as small as it might be. You never know what might hide behind the walls. So yeah, trying to be as thorough as I can. I don't know, I would love to see if we can check Rossaran or Sigilith out. There any of those quests out. What is this? Seems to be a garden, but not the gardens. So I'm not sure what this place is supposed to be. No, not again. Let me move. I want answers. That's it for the fleet fast, at least for the moment, it seems. Talk to me, Naja.
Is it too much to ask for a moment of peace?
You have done a good thing this day. I will put these goods to good use. It is very good, my friend. It should not trouble the ear to hear one say so. We go. Now... this is another portion of the city that it seems we can explore later. Let me move, for God's sake. Because here we can find at long last Rossaran. Talk to me.
Bruidis suggested I find some garb that would allow me to pass undetected within the fleet fast, but I refused.
Well, thank you for answering my question, because I was thinking Bruidis is the strategist, right? That's her title. And it seems a little bit off character for her not suggesting that. So now we know that Rossaran declined that, and that is very in character for both of them. It was not easy, but I do not want to scull about in secret. If my swan knight armor is not welcome here, then neither am I. She was not pleased about it, but she sent me to the lower world to learn what I could about our opponents. I cannot say that that what I have discovered will be of use to us, but I was able to learn how the people feel about some of the various leaders among the Kindred of the Coins. Azagath and Belondor are both well loved by the people, who give them a large portion of the credit for the Sea Stone Mutiny. That is the name given to the overthrow of the heirs of Castamir and the Church of the Old Scene, when the oppressors of the Empire of Ordâkh were cast out of the city, and now we know why is it called the Sea Stone for the Abâshal. Hármelak, the Golden Queen, is respected more than she is loved. She is one of the wealthiest people in Umbar, but the folk of the lower world distrust her riches. Many of them believe she is indifferent to their plight and would not spend a single coin on their behalf. Rothog the Storm is considered a champion of the lower world, for no one lives there who has not heard of his exploits in the arena, or of the manner with which he dispatched many of the heirs of Castamir during the mutiny. They love him, but they fear him as well. Of the others, I was not able to learn very much. I hope this information is of as much use to you as the recounting of the Fleetfast's defenses are to Bruidis. We shall see. I suppose I will keep looking, Beriathan. Yeah, thank you for that. We have the account of 4 members of the Kindred. We are missing Kholtêkh, Nakasi, and Tathata. But we have heard about them from other sources, so that's okay. What's the cosmetic of this axe? Not the best, not the worst. I'll take it. Call it a day. The Strategist and the Swan Knight, another member of our crew that has now been accounted. Oh boy, I'm loving it, advancing at this rate, at this pace. And here we have the southern shipyard. We need to find a way in without attracting the attention of all these airsworns. Oh. Ramax has been murdered and the southern shipyard is overrun by the airsworn. That's not good, of course. Ah, come on. Don't do this to me now. It appears Ramax was stabbed numerous times before succumbing to his wounds. Poor Ramax. We gotta go back to Eshmon, and now we're hard pressed for time, but I wanna turn in at least those quests. Because if I'm reading things correctly, that means we are done with the Sailhaven and with the Fleetfast and the Shoreward Stone. There was nothing in there. So yeah. Making good progress in here. Yeah, we definitely gotta bring the news to Eshmon. Wasn't as far as I thought it would be. I thought it would take us longer to get back to him. Alright, the guilds of Umbar. Okay, the Sailors Guild, the Mongers Guild, the Wayfarers Guild Hall, and the Swains Guild Hall. Okay. The gates, the false church, the havens, right? The markets. Okay. And okay, the city of the corsairs, the northern shipyard, southern shipyard, the harbor warden's tower. Okay. Looking good so far.
It is a perilous task to be captain of the haven.
It is unpleasant work, but I am afraid it is necessary, especially in the wake of the mutiny. It will not be long before the rest of the Airsworn are routed or slain, but I only hope that some of my kinsmen will give more careful thought to where they dispose of them. After all, these are our waters.
Might you spare me a moment?
Ramax has been murdered. This is intolerable. Eshmon's demeanor darkens. He was a good man. None who survived the mutiny should have met with such an end. But still, those craven louts cut him down for the crime of helping to reveal the Sailhaven. I trust that Semir and Ahud were confident in their judgments, but such a violent action taken against the people of Umbar, against the Kindred of the Coins, cannot go unanswered.
Might you spare me a moment?
When I was made captain of the Haven, Tumuldo said it had to be me. Kindred of the Coin or not, he knew I could keep watch on the Sail Haven. Like it was with poor Ramax, I have known Tumuldo since he was a boy. And though our friendship has been a complicated one at times, we have grown to trust each other without question. Before Tumuldo departed on his voyage, he told me to do whatever I must to protect Umbar and its people from those who still put their faith in Balahor the Scourge. While these Airsworn may not fly the black sails of old, they are still at war, only instead of with Gondor, who was too mighty for them to overcome, they have turned their hatred upon their own. I have seen Umbar changed again and again through turmoil in the course of my life, but we have never been so close to true freedom. The Airsworn cling to the past, and their grip loosens with each passing day, but how many more must be injured or killed before they are finally only a memory? I say none. We shall pry each of their fingers loose until their grip is broken, and when that is done, Umbar shall truly be a free city. You are, ill adventurer, and though I do not know your journey, I know that you share my hatred of those who call themselves the heir of Castamir. Let us work together and put an end to them once and for all.
It is a perilous task to be captain of the Haven.
According to Zemira and Ahud, the Airsworn have taken up on the more distant piers of the Sail Haven. One Airsworn is a problem that can be handled with a hidden blade in the shadows of a tavern or by a raucous crowd in the market, but these are trader crews still captained by Balahor's most loyal followers. Even so, they have made their intentions clear, and I would be a fool to ignore them. With the murder of Ramax, there can be no hope for peace between us. Tumuldo has put his faith in me, and I do not intend to let him down. Where the heirs of Castamir are concerned, brutality must be met with brutality, for that is the only language that they understand. But do you understand, Beriathan? Until the last of them are routed or slain, I say that the Siston mutiny is not ended.
It is a perilous task to be captain of the Haven.
I am troubled by Ahud's account, Beriathan. It does not take long for small thefts to grow into larger ones, especially if such crimes go unpunished. What troubles me most, though, is that the Airsworn see no contradiction in their actions. Those who supported the heirs of Castamir would claim to be the most loyal to Umbar, and yet they would pillage their own city and set Umbari merchants on a course to ruin. Weak-minded cowards. These are desperate men who have abandoned whatever principles they claim to have under the leadership of the Scourge, and it falls to us to set things right. If Ahud spoke true, it is likely the Airsworn have loaded the stolen goods onto their ships here in the harbor. I ask that you recover them before the Airsworn set off.
Those still loyal to the heirs of Castamir will find no peace in Umbar.
After you returned, I sent my guards to investigate the rumors Semira spoke of, but unfortunately the situation is far worse than I expected. From what I have learned, 6 of Balahor's captains remain in the Sail Haven: Medeshi, Grizagar, Jakam, Kruha, Sikaru, and Akad. How they all managed to survive the mutiny is a mystery to me, but the Kindred of the Coins cannot abide traitors in Umbar. I am told that some of them can be found on the decks of their ships at the edges of the harbor, but others may still haunt the local taverns. Did I tell you what must be done, Beriathan? Confront them and slay them to the last. Alright, so it seems our adventures in the Sail Haven are not over, but our time for today is. So this will be the end of today's episode, but once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.